Hello, dear friends and valued subscribers. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Today, we're bringing you an interactive Bible quiz, and I'm excited to see how well you'll do. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so for more engaging quizzes and discussions. Show your support by hitting the like button. It fuels our enthusiasm. Remember to keep track of your answers because at the end, I'll be asking you to share your score in the comments. Your participation makes this experience richer for everyone. Now, let's make it an adventure together. Question 1. Who turned water into wine at the wedding in Cana? A. Nathanael. B. Peter. C. Thomas. D. Jesus. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. Jesus performed the miracle of turning water into wine at the wedding in Cana. This is described in the Gospel of John, chapter 2. Question 2. Who challenged the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel and witnessed fire come down from heaven? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel, and fire came down from heaven in response to his prayer. This event is found in 1 Kings 18. Question 3. Who betrayed Jesus with a kiss in the Garden of Gethsemane? A. Andrew. B. Judas Iscariot. C. Philip. D. James. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. Judas Iscariot betrayed Jesus with a kiss in the Garden of Gethsemane. This is recorded in the Gospels, including Matthew 26:47-50. Question 4. Who led the Israelites across the Jordan River into the Promised Land? A. Joshua. B. Caleb. C. Gideon. D. Samson. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Joshua led the Israelites across the Jordan River into the Promised Land after the death of Moses. This is described in the book of Joshua. Question 5. Who was swallowed by a great fish and spent 3 days and nights in its belly? A. Jonah. B. Micah. C. Amos. D. Hosea. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Jonah was swallowed by a great fish and spent 3 days and nights in its belly. This is recorded in the book of Jonah. Question 6. Who wrote most of the Psalms in the Bible? A. Solomon. B. David. C. Asaph. D. Ethan. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. King David is traditionally attributed to writing most of the Psalms in the Bible. Question 7. Who interpreted dreams for Pharaoh in Egypt and later became a ruler? A. Levi. B. Benjamin. C. Reuben. D. Joseph. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. Joseph interpreted dreams for Pharaoh in Egypt and later became a ruler. This is found in the book of Genesis. Question 8. Who was the prostitute who helped the Israelite spies in Jericho? A. Rahab. B. Deborah. C. Jael. D. Ruth. Time to think. The right answer is letter B. Rahab was the prostitute who helped the Israelite spies in Jericho. This is mentioned in Joshua 2. Question 9. Who healed Naaman, the Syrian general, of leprosy? A. Elisha. B. Elijah. C. Samuel. D. Isaiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Elisha healed Naaman, the Syrian general, of leprosy. This account is found in 2 Kings 5. Question 10. Who was the queen that visited Solomon to test his wisdom? A. Jezebel. B. Athaliah. C. Sheba. D. Vashti. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. The Queen of Sheba visited Solomon to test his wisdom. This is recorded in 1 Kings 10. Question 11. Who raised Lazarus from the dead? A. Martha. B. Mary. C. John. D. Jesus. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. This is recorded in the Gospel of John, chapter 11. Question 12. Who was the Roman governor during Jesus' trial and ordered his crucifixion? A. Pilate. B. Herod. C. Felix. D. Agrippa. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Pontius. Pilate was the Roman governor during Jesus' trial and ordered his crucifixion. This is mentioned in the Gospels. Question 13. Who killed a lion with his bare hands and later found honey in its carcass? A. Samson. B. David. C. Solomon. D. Jonathan. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Samson killed a lion with his bare hands and later found honey in its carcass. This is found in the book of Judges. Question 14. Who wrote the book of Revelation while exiled on the island of Patmos? A. Peter. B. James. C. John. D. Jude. Time to think. The right answer is letter C, the apostle. John wrote the book of Revelation while exiled on the island of Patmos. Question 15. Who was the tax collector that climbed a sycamore tree to see Jesus? A. Zacchaeus. B. Matthew. C. Bartimaeus. D. Nicodemus. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Zacchaeus was the tax collector who climbed a sycamore tree to see Jesus. This is mentioned in Luke 19:1-10. Question 16. Who was the prophet that saw a valley of dry bones come to life? A. Daniel. B. Isaiah. C. Ezekiel. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Ezekiel saw a vision of a valley of dry bones coming to life. This is described in Ezekiel 37. Question 17. Who was the disciple known as Doubting Thomas? A. Bartholomew. B. Andrew. C. Philip. D. Thomas. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. Thomas, also known as Doubting Thomas, doubted Jesus' resurrection until he saw him. This is recorded in the Gospel of John, chapter 20. Question 18. Who was the first king of Israel anointed by the prophet Samuel? A. Saul. B. David. C. Solomon. D. Jonathan. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Saul was the first king of Israel anointed by the prophet Samuel. This is found in the books of Samuel. Question 19. Who was the woman caught in adultery brought before Jesus? A. Mary Magdalene. B. Martha. C. Mary of Bethany. D. The woman with no name. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. The woman caught in adultery brought before Jesus is not named in the Bible, but is often referred to as the woman caught in adultery. This account is found in John 8:1-11. Question 20. Who was the Ethiopian eunuch baptized by in the book of Acts? A. Philip. B. Peter. C. Paul. D. Andrew. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. The Ethiopian eunuch was baptized by Philip. This is found in Acts 8:26-40. Who spoke the words? Question 21. Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. A. Aaron. B. Caleb. C. Moses. D. Joshua. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. Joshua spoke the words, "Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve." in Joshua 24:15. Question 22. Who was the king that had a dream about a large statue representing different kingdoms? A. Nebuchadnezzar. B. Belshazzar. C. Cyrus. D. Darius. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream about a large statue representing different kingdoms. This is found in Daniel 2. Question 23. Who was the prophet that ran away from God's call to Nineveh and was swallowed by a fish? A. Jonah. B. Micah. C. Amos. D. Hosea. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Jonah ran away from God's call to Nineveh and was swallowed by a fish. This is recorded in the book of Jonah. Question 24. Who was the woman who offered her 2 mites in the temple? A. Mary Magdalene. B. Martha. C. Mary of Bethany. D. The widow with 2 mites. Time to think. The right answer is letter D. The woman who offered her 2 mites in the temple is often referred to as the widow with 2 mites. This account is found in Mark 12:41-44 and Luke 21:14. Question 25. Who was the prophet that called down fire from heaven to consume soldiers sent to arrest him? A. Elijah. B. Elisha. C. Isaiah. D. Jeremiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. Elijah called down fire from heaven to consume soldiers sent to arrest him. This is found in 2 Kings 1. Question 26. Who was the disciple who replaced Judas Iscariot after his betrayal of Jesus? A. Paul. B. Andrew. C. Matthias. D. Barnabas. Time to think. The right answer is letter C. Matthias was chosen to replace Judas Iscariot as one of the 12 apostles. This is described in Acts 1:15-26. Question 27. Who was the king that sought the advice of a medium at Endor before his final battle? A. Saul. B. David. C. Solomon. D. Hezekiah. Time to think. The right answer is letter A. King Saul sought the advice of a medium at Endor before his final battle. This is recorded in 1 Samuel 28. Wow, what a wonderful journey through this quiz it's been. If you enjoyed this quiz, please let us know by hitting that like button. Your likes mean a lot to us. Simply click subscribe below. We can't wait to have you on board. But before you go, share your quiz performance with us. Leave a comment, tell us how many questions you got right, and type Amen to spread the blessings. Thank you for being a part of the Quiz Bible family, and we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming quizzes.